Welcome to Naka Tales. Today's story isn't about strangers. It's not some wild dating drama or revenge fantasy gone wrong. No. This one cuts deeper. This story is about a mother and a daughter. About betrayal, denial, and the terrifying question, what if the person who was supposed to love you the most never did? This story isn't just mine. It's the story of a girl who became a mother, while still haunted by the one who raised her. It's about trying to break a cycle before it breaks you. So buckle in, because this one's layered, heartbreaking, and yes, there's a twist that'll leave you questioning everything. Growing up, I used to wish I had one of those picture-perfect moms. You know, the ones who baked cookies and wore sweaters in family Christmas photos. But my mom wasn't that mom. She was sharp, cold, and distant. She didn't hit us, not like that. But she cut, with her words, with the way she looked at us like we ruined her life. I've heard her say, more than once, that she never wanted kids. Imagine being 10 years old and hearing, "I hope you don't have children. They'll ruin your life just like you ruined mine." And she wasn't joking. There are 5 of us. 5 kids. All of us came into this world already labeled mistakes. My mother liked to blame my father, said he trapped her, said she never had a choice. When I was 14, she dropped the bomb. We were having dinner, pizza, I think, and she leaned over the table and whispered, like she was telling me a bedtime secret. "Your father raped me. That's how I got pregnant. That's why I married him. You were all born from that." My stomach dropped. I remember just freezing. She said it so casually, like we were talking about the weather. For years, I believed her. What reason would your mom have to lie about something so dark? I carried that with me, the shame, the guilt. I felt disgusting for even existing. I mourned for her, for what she must have gone through. But plot twist. Years later, I found out it wasn't true. Turns out, she lied. About all of it. Maybe to justify her resentment. Maybe to make herself feel like a victim. I don't know. But it broke something in me. As I got older, I distanced myself, emotionally at least. I moved out, became the cool aunt, built a life, got married. I had 2 boys, sweet, wild little tornadoes that completely changed my perspective on love. Being a mom was the one thing that scared me the most, given what I grew up with. But holding my sons, damn, everything shifted. I loved them instantly, fiercely, unconditionally. The kind of love I never felt from my own mother. That contrast cracked open all the things I'd buried. It also made me angrier. How could my mom feel nothing for me? Or for her grandkids? She had 5 kids, and now a bunch of grandkids, each one desperate for a connection she never bothered to nurture. About 3 years ago, the last straw snapped. It was my oldest son's birthday. He kept checking my phone, asking, "Did Grandma call me?" She didn't. She never did. She didn't even know his birthday. I'd had enough. I called her, voice shaking from rage and sadness. I told her off. I might have called her a selfish bitch. Honestly, I don't even regret it. Because I meant it. She'd never visited. Not once. My nieces are in their 20s, and not one single visit. But she flies out for vacations, cruises, beach resorts. Clearly, it's not travel anxiety. It's just us. She doesn't want to see us. But I'm an idiot. I'm forgiving. Too forgiving. My dad passed away shortly after my oldest was born, and I still grieve him every day. I know he'd want us to try and stay a family. So I tried. I called her on her birthday. She didn't call me on mine. Or Christmas. Or my kids' birthdays. But I still called on Mother's Day. "Hey Mom," I said, "we love you. We'd love to visit. The boys miss you." She told me my brother didn't talk to her anymore. My sister barely did. I felt sorry for her. Maybe she's just lonely. Maybe she wants to change. She said she loved me. I believed her, for a second. That naive spark of hope lit up again. Then today happened. I was at work, in a meeting, when my phone rang. It was her. I stepped out, worried something had happened. She started talking. I know you're at work, and I hate to bother you, but I never want to see you again. Just like that. Cold. Flat. You live too far away. I'm tired. My back hurts. I worked for 50 years. I don't like that you're always mad at me. If you show up at my house, I'll call my lawyer. I just stood there, blinking, trying to understand. Lawyer? For what? Since when do you have a lawyer on speed dial? You can't even call your Wi-Fi provider without help. I said nothing. Hung up. Walked into an empty meeting room. And cried. And here's the worst part. I started wondering, was it me? Did I ruin this? Did I make her hate me? Is there something so fundamentally unlovable about me that even my own mother couldn't love me? I wish I could wrap this story up with a bow and tell you I found peace. But I didn't. Not yet. But here's the twist. After she cut me off, my older sister, who I hadn't spoken to in months, reached out. She sent me a letter. In it was a diary. Not hers. My mom's. Apparently, after surgery a few years ago, she wrote in it during recovery. My sister had helped clean her house and found it. And buried between grocery lists and random rants was the truth. She didn't hate us. She hated herself. Page after page of bitterness, regret, and the phrase that hit me like a punch. I never wanted to be a mother. But I didn't know how to be anything else. I wasn't allowed to say no. I thought they'd make me feel whole. They didn't. She talked about her own mother. Abusive. Cold. Controlling. A woman who told her she'd never be enough, and that children were a punishment for being a woman. My mom wasn't born cruel. She was raised by cruelty. She never escaped it. And the sickest part? Neither did I. But here's what I've learned. Cycles don't break by accident. You have to shatter them. And sometimes, that means stepping away completely. I won't raise my boys the way I was raised. I tell them I love them every single day. I know their birthdays. Their favorite colors. I show up. Even when I'm tired. Because I refuse to let my mother's silence echo through another generation. So if you're still here, thank you. For listening. For letting me spill what I've held inside for years. I don't hate my mom. I don't forgive her either. Not fully. But I'm starting to forgive myself. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever felt unloved by someone who was supposed to love you unconditionally? Have you broken the cycle? Or are you still stuck in it? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who might need to hear it. You're not alone. Welcome to Naka Tales. See you in the next one.